Okie dokie. Um, who starts a live like that? Who starts a live broadcast like a middle-aged Caucasian American late night comedy character? What the hell, Spencer? um, yeah. Welcome to the stream again. I am still, finding my feet in this streaming world. I have live streamed before, um, but it wasn't with a plan. I feel like I've got more of a plan this time. Uh, yeah, no. Whenever you hear me making random sounds like I just did now, I'm busy trying to get the link for to share on the various social platforms. But I am failing miserably at getting this link, man. But yeah, it's Friday. What is happening? Oh, okay. Oh, that actually sounded funny coming out in that tone. I wasn't asking you what is happening in such an aggressive tone. I'm just trying to get into my YouTube, my Objects Media YouTube. Because that's where I have to get the link. I'm surprised. This is the first time I really feel like an old person doing something. I know I'm not old per se, um, but with certain aspects, you do feel maybe old is not the right word. Um, One does feel a little dated, a little behind, a little past one's sell by date. Hi, Shantae. Welcome to tonight's stream. When I eventually do get this this link out, I am actually gonna try to do something fun. Um, yeah, wow. I actually, okay, I'm just gonna get it on my phone because I somehow managed to totally remove um, the Objects Media account of my YouTube somehow. And I was so prepared for tonight. Um, okay, perhaps that's the way that I said that is overselling how prepared I was. I was a lot more prepared than usual tonight. Um, but yeah, it's always very fun to do. I'm just going to make a post on my Instagram because it's only Shantae, you're the only one that's here. I don't think I've got. Oh man, this microphone is bugging tonight. Let's see if I can play. That's okay. That's much better. Cool. Um, Thank you for the sound check, Shantae. Um, yeah, let me just make this post quickly. I will be with you guys in a while. I want to play music during the stream as well, and obviously I have my royalty-free music, but um, let me maybe see if I can. I'm just scared that the music is going to be too loud. Nah, let's leave it for now. It's live stream Friday. That's not a thing, but I'm making it a thing. Come watch here. So I've got my Instagram post. So if I do a normal post, like I'm doing now, a normal image post or a post that comes in the normal Instagram feed. So not a reel and not a story. I've got a if this then that recipe. So if this then that is a it's a website that does like things like this. So when I click post here, maybe just add a few more hashtags. Friday, Friday feels. Oh my gosh. Friday mood booms. So once I click send there, it pushes it to the Objects Media Twitter account, the Objects Media Facebook page, but it doesn't do that with Reels. And with stories, it's kind of Instagram is so freaking weird right now. It's in such a hybrid space. Like there are certain stories that go to your Facebook page. There are certain stories that don't. There are certain type of posts that do, certain type of posts that don't. I People scoff at social media management as a job. Obviously, I can do it professionally. I have in the past, but I don't do it at this current job where I am at now. But I obviously do it for Objects Media. It's not. It's not the funnest at all. It's constantly changing. It's constantly evolving. I guess that's not a problem, but it's just so much to try to manage. Like I try to have Excel sheets and things like that at the start, and it was too much. I'm sort of just like skating by on my tippy toes, sort of like slicking through oil. I can't even get to the metaphor, but I'm just all over the show most of the time with Objects Media. But I have been posting every day for the last 2 weeks now, and it helps. The growth is glacial, but it does help constantly interacting with people, and trying to work on evenings where I don't stream, to work on things. It's sort of 50-50. Some evenings I do, some evenings I don't. Um, but the streaming actually does help with getting some stuff done. I definitely want to have another stream with the flags again because the streams actually helped me to get some work done on that. But maybe I must just try to work on that while I'm not streaming and just like blast music. I'm the sort of person that um, look, a lot of creatives are like this, but you can't always do this also. But for certain types of work, for most types of work, obviously when I am editing with voiceover or with audio or with sounds and things like that, you obviously can't listen to music. You can, and I have, but you have to really want to listen to music while you're doing that because it's a clash of sounds, even if you are wearing headphones. But you'll have to put the music really, really softly. But like 90% of the time, I mean, I clocked 80,000 hours on Spotify last year. Um, and obviously, when you're making music as well, you can't listen to music. But I actually haven't been doing much of that the last 2 or 3 years. And eventually, once I figure out how to stream while doing music stuff, because plugging in the music equipment into my laptop just I don't have the right sound setup for all of that yet. But yo, I'm taking so long to actually just post this thing. Come watch. You already missed probably like a solid 10 minutes of pontification. How long? Where's my? I can't get the. Oh. Okay, maybe I'll try to do that while I'm doing things here. But yeah, let's just post this quickly. See, like I'm posting a story now. It's with um just an image of the cover that I made for this for YouTube. So I don't think you'll be able to see. Um, yeah, but like there you can kind of see, there you can kind of see, and the as soon as it comes, it yeah. Um, it's just the post that was made, share to a story, and then the link that says "Come watch." And wow, I'm getting a video call. I'm just going to take this quickly. I'll be back in a second. Hello, my angel. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Um, so, what are my plans for tonight? Well, I have a project that I'm working on currently. I think it's been shared properly now. I was wondering why I'm feeling like I'm suddenly just starting to work. Um, and it felt like I wasn't before, but it's because I shared the link, and the link. I mean, I can't share it any more than I have shared now. So, thank you for joining in, Shantae. I know you are there, and I usually like to have my YouTube thing open here. Let me just check one more time. Anyway, I will talk about my project that I was um, about to speak about while I try to fix this YouTube thing on the side here. Yeah, so this project is, I'm sort of an ideas person, and the amount of ideas that I get versus the output of ideas into actual things, tangible, watchable, listenable things, it's not good. Um, but I have been making a better effort to try to catalog my ideas and yeah, anyway, so this is one of those ideas. It's a nice 3D project. I follow a lot of amazing people on Instagram. Um, so there's obviously lots of inspo out there. Um, what was that I saw now? Wow. Wow. Getting my Owen Wilson on here. Wow. Anyway, okay, so I finally sorted out the YouTube thing. So this project is basically just a collection of stylized items, 3D items in a specific theme that are going to do something. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because um, it's going to be. I actually wanted to do this project not like on camera, but um, I feel like I want to do things on the stream that I actually have on my list of things to do so that I'm not wasting. Well, wasting is not the right word. But yeah, because I have so many ideas and so many cool things that I want to try and learn and do, I just don't want to pass up the opportunity to actually do something that matters for me on a live stream. So, all of that gobbledygook, blah, blah, blah. What I basically want to make for tonight is a stylized microphone. So, excuse me. I'm not sure if I want to go. Sorry. I just heard myself make a hilarious pun. I'm not sure if I want to go with a normal sort of a microphone or a Shure microphone. This very, very famous SM58. I had one of these before. They're just the gold standard when it comes to mics. But the thing is, because this is a stylized look, it's just going to be the shape. So it's also something that I could make very quickly in a live stream, because I wanted to have that look where you can see that it's stylized, but there's enough detail on it. Because this sort of grill thing, I will have to just go double check, because I'm sure that you can use displacement maps and things like that for something like this. But I am lazy. So yeah, it was a microphone and a torch. So I want to make that on the live stream tonight. Just just the husk of a microphone and the husk of a torch. Husk is perhaps the wrong word. And let me just zip it and maybe go do something. So I'm gonna keep this behind Blender so you'll be able to see it while I work. Yeah. Okay, we're in Blender. So obviously there's many ways to do something. But I'm thinking of, and please don't have a dirty mind. I'm thinking of the many ways that I can make this. So I can either go with an extrusion. That's why I said please don't have a dirty mind. So go with like a what's this called in Blender? I still have 3ds Max mind when it comes to Blender, because I've only been using Blender for a year or so now. I still have a lot of the terms of 3ds Max stuck in my head. But like a spline, and then a curve, and then you extrude it up and you work from there, or you start from a circle primitive, and then you go from there. Or you just start with a sphere primitive and then go from there for this shape. Let's try a sphere. So RIP the default cube. It's always the first to go in videos like this. I don't mind the default cube. There's lots of jokes on the Blender Reddit, and people do like full on creative projects about the default cube. I am not committed to such a level to the default cube, but I have no hard feelings with the default cube. You are merely there because you have to be there, and we will press X to get rid of you. Let us add a mesh. We are going to go with a UV sphere, and let me already just create a new collection, call it Mick, and we take our sphere and we call it Mick main. I'm only doing this because I'm either super organized when I work, or I am not. Especially towards the end of a project, I feel towards the end of a project, or like with work projects where you have finished maybe like the main video or the main ad or whatever it is. Especially with bigger video projects or bigger campaigns, then there's always like offcuts and smaller versions, vertical versions, versions for this website, versions for that website. So it feels like towards the end of the project, I sort of lose control of the project, and it's not as organized as you want it to be, especially if there's like a tight deadline involved. So it's a little bit of admin, but the best thing to do is to start trying to be very organized. so that even when things do get a bit hairy at the end of a project, that you'll be able to um, work nicely with that. Um, so I should be working to scale. I am not. So let's go have a look at how big this microphone is. Shure SM58 dimensions. And Google obviously it's all shoppy. John Oliver did such a awesome video with his team on last week tonight, the previous episode, about companies like Google and Amazon. Like this whole page here above the fold is it's basically just Google that's advertising things to you. Yes, it's for other websites, but you have to go through Google. This is just more Google. So you don't even get the Shure website until a couple of scrolls. So that's quite interesting. No, man, not inches. Damn it. We use centimeters. 51 by. Oh, I don't know why okay, I do know why I'm so tired. Because it's Friday. And Fridays are the most tired day. Where's the dimensions? Here we go. I don't understand. There are too many numbers here. Go away. Oh, that's much better. There we go. It's a bit easier to understand. It's because I'm dumb. 162, 51. Okay, let's just add a cube. 162, 51. Press N to bring out this menu. And that'll be 0.162. 0.051. I feel like what's that, third? I'm going to say, yeah, maybe about, that isn't the, sorry, I'm having an internal dialogue with myself here and expecting other people to be able to hear it. Let me just make this sphere smaller. Okay, we can always check what this is going to look like in the final file. I don't like working this small in Blender. It's probably not the best, but I work bigger and then I go smaller. Look, I'm not an engineer, so I don't have to have exact things going on here in Blender. So especially with the type of project that this is going to be, it's going to have lots of smaller models sort of being in one big scene. So again, it's not the best way to work, but you sort of see how everything fits in the final scene. Wow. Just give me a second. Okay. So I'm gonna start from there. I am aware I'm not saying anything. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to get my thoughts in order. ah. But Spencer, that's the point of a live stream. You're supposed to talk. You're supposed to explain what you're doing. I know. Um, don't worry. I'm just trying to figure out my sizes and things like that. Like I said, I will. And again, you see how quick I pigeonhole myself. This is supposed to be a stylized microphone, and I'm immediately trying to make it exactly like the Shure Wata Wata Wata. That's why I need to do. Excuse me, I had some juice on my mustache there. This is why I need to do projects like this to loosen up a bit. I feel because I work in corporate and in like corporate retail, that's a very rigid, like um, even my early roots with CG and things like that. It's always sort of been at my first job. Excuse me. It was a lot of those sort of jobs as well. So there's nothing wrong with working in corporate retail, but I almost feel like I do the equivalent of PowerPoint work for designers sometimes because it's always very static, very static and stale, and maybe also not the right words to use. Um, but yeah, it's just not as exciting as sort of more creative projects. But that is why I have Objects Media so that I can do more creative projects. Um, and yeah, it's about doing more creative projects, but also finishing, not just having an idea and saying, "Wow, that would be cool to do," and then not doing it. The whole point of having ideas is to do them. Is that not? That's why we're here to do stuff. Um, wow, that got extremely deep for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Okay, so I decided I'm not gonna like pigeonhole myself by just looking at the SM58. It's just supposed to be ref and inspo. It's not supposed to be you making the Shure SM58. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but this is not supposed to be that. So what I'm doing here, I have a UV sphere. I have selected the butt of the UV sphere, and I'm going to get rid of these vertices slash faces slash edges. Press X on the keyboard and say faces, and then I'm going to press 2, going to select my border, and then I'm going to press to make a face. And let's just get our camera. Look, we're not going to render anything. This isn't a project that's going to be rendered or anything like that, but let's just get a camera so that we can see our shape that we are building quite nicely. So I'm not sure. Oh, geez, I'm saying I'm not sure if you know. Um, there's this cool feature that is camera to view, where when you navigate inside your view, it will end up being your camera. I think I saw that in the donut tutorial. If you are working with Blender and you don't know what the donut tutorial is, you have to check it out. Says the person that only did the donut. I didn't even do the coffee. Wow, I got some nice. Oh wow. Okay, we are still going. Um, so I'm happy with that because there's going to be more microphone. Obviously, it's going to go to about there. So then you just tap that off. Otherwise, whenever you move your camera, it will switch to, like, if I had to keep that on and I had to start modeling now again and do that, then that would be my camera. Then if I had to render, then my camera would be not where I want it to be. And why is this render taking so long? It's a nothing scene. There's nothing happening in the scene yet. Yeah, so you see, it will be weird like that. I actually don't use Blender all that much on this machine. It's mostly on my work machine that I have been doing things with Blender. I actually don't even think this is the most up-to-date Blender as well, but it has been updated fairly recently. Um, there we go. So our camera is set. Let's just um, make the camera. Let's just make the camera not selectable, so that we don't select it by accident. And I'm gonna hide it as well, just for now. So let's just have a look at some inspo here again. Oh, it started to rain quite hard. Here we am. Oh yeah, the shape is fairly easy to. I think I might even. Nah, I think I got it at the right place. So tab in to get into your edit mode, and then where's the bottom here? I'm going to press E for extrude, and I'm just gonna go all the way down. Then I'm going to just press 1 to see where I am here. Press G for grab, Z to lock in onto the Z axis. And then that is currently looking quite interesting. I would say it is looking like a arcade, like a giant arcade handle. But let's just tighten this a little. We say S, and we just move that in. So I can see why it's looking funny. It's because it's a little too long. I'm going to press G and then Z. That's a little bit better, although that is looking like my taper was a little too much here at the bottom. So we're going to just try to... Oh, something I want to do in 3D is sculpt more. I've got this little Wacom that I can practice with. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I did a quick course in Domestika, not quick, but yeah, on Domestika with for excuse me, for drawing in Photoshop. It wasn't necessarily what I thought it would be, but it wasn't too bad. I learned some cool stuff. But yeah, I really need to use it a bit more. Okay, let's start to define some things here. I'm pressing 2 for edge mode, and Control R. I keep forgetting the mode's names. I am a terrible Blender user, but um, it's free. That's a big part of why we like Blender. So that really helps things. And it is actually way too powerful for its own good. Goodness gracious, Blender is a powerful software. Um, I'm not just saying that because it's free. It's really, really good. There's so much that you can do in it. I actually can't believe that it's still free, but I watched a couple of interviews with the person that created Blender. It's a Dutch person. It's a Dutch guy. Seems like a really cool guy. He is passionate about giving people the tools to work and to create things. And I must say, man, you gotta freaking respect that. That is amazing. Anyway, I've been working without saying what I'm doing. I'm just going to if I'm going to use mesh smooth or subdivision surface as it is called in here, I think I'm just going to tighten this up. I'm just going to give this an extra level. Just one extra level. And then I'm going to select my faces here. And we are going to extrude this, but I forget what's the tool here? Extrude. Oh, I actually did something very bad. I forgot. Let me tab out here. Control A. Apply the scale to the thing that I to all the things that I just did now, because when I start to do bevels and things like that, it was not going to. It was going to look very not right. So let's try that again. Extrude along normal should be the thing that I want. It is the thing that I want. Yeah. Let's just maybe go. Oh, we really just no dimensions, just absolute vibes here. Yeah, I like that. That seems cool for me. And then we're just going to harden these up. I think I'm going to give them. Maybe also. Let's give them two. Let's not make too many edges just yet. Can always come and change that. So yeah, that's already looking like a microphone. Let me just. I wonder. I can probably do that with texturing. But it will add in. I'm talking about this line here. Let's just do it. Why not? So I'm going to press Control R to bring up the. What's this tool called? Just escape here quickly. Loop cut. Loop cut. Sounding very similar to something my mother used to say to me when I would ask her for silly stuff. Loop cut. If you're South African and you're from Cape Town, you'll get it. If you're not, then you'll probably think I'm a weirdo. I'm glad with that. I will make more of that now, and then just over there-ish, I think. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm just going to do this, and that, and then I'm going to call that a day. Maybe just soften the, let's do that first. Let's go here. Excuse me. Let's go into our edge mode. And we go here. Oh, I should have seen what I beveled those other edges with. Usually I have like a little Excel file, a little excuse me. Usually I have a little Excel file, a little notepad file that I will save with values that I copy just to help me in situations like this, so I don't forget, so I keep it consistent. But it's fine. I'm not going to do that now. So when you use the bevel tool, middle mouse button gives you more edges. So let's say you wanted to make like a really round edge like that, then you can just keep middle mouse buttoning. But we're going to keep it very low key, just with one there. Keep in mind, we're probably going to subdivision, surface smooth, whatever this thing. So just this part, and that part. I think I'll keep the stream short. I am extremely tired right now. And I don't want to give, although my voice is extremely sexy, when I'm tired, I also don't want to give a subpar product. So yeah, let's wrap this up. Let's see how quickly I can get this done. Oh, there used to be a time when I used to be a lot better at modeling. Look, obviously, I'm still quite new to Blender's tools and things like that. And the thing with Blender is the minute you get used to something, like look at geometry nodes. Holy crap. I can't keep up with that. I need to do like a full course on geometry nodes. They honestly, like, when a tool is so amazing that it makes the person using the tool or that knows how to use the tool. I'm not going to make as if the tool is the tool is obviously amazing, but the stuff that people come up with, oh, there are so many brilliant people out there. Like, not even famous, not even popular, just like really smart, really clever people that do such amazing things with the software. And I always feel very much like a pleb. I, I just feel like my work is so standard in comparison. Look, sometimes I make something nice, and I hope to make something to make more nice things. I mean, everyone wants to create cool stuff, you know. Uh, that's why it's so important for me to practice often and just get better at the things that I do. Because wow, there's so many inspiring people out there. Um, so I know what that is gonna look like if I have to smooth it. So I'm just gonna give a couple of bevels here, um, just to help out. Um, oh, there's so many cool character ideas I have, but character work is not my strong point. That's why I really want to play around with sculpting and stuff more. But the way that people make sculpting seem so easy online, sculpting is so difficult. Um, or, or let me not say it's so difficult. It's obviously possible. Anyone can do it, but the way that people, okay, let me rephrase this. Anyone can do it, but uh, there are people online that are just chef's kiss, man. They are just so good. That even someone like me, I will like never reach that level of like being that good. Like someone like Raf Grassetti or I forget the guy's name now. I'm thinking of Dave Raposa, but or Raposa, however you want to pronounce his surname. But he is sort of that high level, but with digital drawing. Oh, there's just so many amazing people. Um, I actually think that I'm more of a musician, but I love to do a lot of things. So uh, yeah, you see, the cool thing is you can do whatever you want. Like people can say, "Oh, why are you trying to do so many things?" Uh, Fuck them. Do what you want, man. If you want to try a new hobby or try something new, you're not gonna know if you like it or not until you freaking try it, man. And I would say go for it. I think this is the sweet spot where this band must come. This band over here. What did I just do? Um, so I think I'm gonna put this here. I'm not sure if I've got those tools, loop tools. I do. Did that make a difference? I want to get this a little bit more. You know what I'm gonna do? Making a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, I'm just going to delete. Here we go. And then we are going to going to that mode. We're gonna extrude. No, we're not gonna extrude. We're going to extrude via normal. Okay. And then we are going to tighten up those lines, those edges. I say tighten, I'm just giving more detail for the smoothing to play with. We're nearly there. I should probably. The one thing I miss from 3ds Max, there's kind of a workaround, but also not really. Um, Maybe someone's written a Python script or something like that for it, but it's smoothing groups. Smoothing groups was quite nice in 3ds Max. Um, yeah, that's looking cool. That's basically what I want. The textures are going to have to do heavy lifting, but I'm just going to give it basic textures now so that you sort of see what I want to do. This project is probably going to be in Eevee. Cycles is nice, but no. That was the wrong. Am I in the right mode? Yes, I am. Oh, this is because the screen of mine is so small. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted. I need to tighten this up a little. But yeah, like I say, the textures are going to have to do some heavy lifting. This, I think, is a little bit too wide. So I'm going to go in here. Up. View. Move my clip all the way down so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Why did I delete that? Why did I delete that now? Come back. Come back. Okay, I'm just going to go all the way to the front. Oh, geez, I actually haven't saved yet. It's extremely brave of me. I pre-created the project folder and the file, but I didn't save it because I made this from scratch. You saw me make it. I didn't like pre-do this. Oh, oh wow. I didn't like make this before the time. Now let's just go in here. Just move this up a little. Where am I? There am I. Just gonna go grab Z. Maybe something like that. And then do the same with this. Those lines seem just a little bit too wide for me, even for a stylized thing. So, uh, if you play FIFA Mobile, you'll know what that sound is. Grab. The amount of mucking and drucking going on tonight is hilarious. Oh, you know why this side seems so... Yeah, I know why. So let's just give another support loop. Let's give 2 support loops here. Like so. And then 1 support loop right up here. And then another support loop here. And then 1 more support loop over here. Are we crashing? What's happening, Brenda? Okay, 1 here. And then another one here. Another one right there in the middle. I think that'll be fine. That's going to look better. Yep. That's looking good. So, let's get to materials quickly. I'm not going to do anything crazy with the materials. It's basically just going to be black and gray. I'm not even going to go into silver. I'm not sure how that's going to translate in my scene. I might, but yeah, I see like a graphite black. Like I say, I'm not gonna do fancy materials now. I'm just gonna. I see the. Why do I want to point with my finger? Like you're not gonna see what I'm pointing at if I do that. Just gonna see my finger. So this graphite black, a black, and then obviously the silver. That could also be black if you're doing a different kind of mic. Where am I? There am I. So yeah, let's just go out here quickly. I'm just gonna make everything black. I'm gonna go new. Wow. New, and let's just call it black. Or maybe, yeah, just call it black for now. The graphite black, I'm just gonna make right about there. Something very interesting, sorry, let me just check something quickly. The wind is blowing furiously in Cape Town tonight. Oh, okay, 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 okay. There's a little bit of a stormy business happening outside, and it's wreaking havoc a little bit, but I'll go sort what needs to be sorted out there just now. I clean forgot what I was saying now. I heard a loud bang outside. Oh, yes, this is what I was saying. My first boss, yeah, I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of him. But obviously, it's like seasoned professional at what he does, blah, 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 blah. But the one thing I did like that he told me, and this is very random, especially in the general zeitgeist of what's happening in the world with like the police in the States and things like that. Yeah, what he used to say is that nothing really is ever fully black. Where you have to look at it in the real world. Like you can get close to like black, 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 but you will never be full 000 black in real life. So look, sometimes I ignore that fully, and sometimes I don't. But it's a nice tip to think about and discuss in your head. So yeah, there's no lights in the scene also. But yeah, let's go define some detail. So tab, I'm going to just switch the smoothing off again so that I can see what I'm doing. Going into polygon mode, plus. And no, this was the silver part that I'm on now. Yeah, I actually want to be on this part here. You just check. I made it slightly bigger. So this part is going to be let me see what I've got selected up here. Yeah, no. And I have to select it. Okay, there we go. So I've got that piece selected. And this isn't going to make much of a difference. But actually, I'm going to make this black even lighter because of what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to make this black round about there. And then this section, I'm just going to duplicate this. And I'm going to call it black dark. Black darkness. And then I'm going to say assign And then I'm going to make this very close to black. Why is it not looking like it's done anything? Have I assigned it correctly? Oh, I know what I done. Okay, I know what I done. Okay, so I made a mistake. I needed to go plus, and then I needed to go assign, and then I had to go get black darkness and do that. Now you will see it. So you do see the slightest of changes there. Let me just render this. I can't believe I've never watched Spencer live stream before. He's so interesting. He's discussing the variance of blackness. What? I didn't know he's that political. No, the actual color black. I'm just plussing here, growing my selection. That's not about where we want to be. So we'll just say, you know what? Okay, I'm going to see what this is going to look like. I'm going to say plus. I'm going to say new. I'm going to call it gray one. And I'm going to say assign. And then this, I said this should be selected when we do plus, minus. We say plus, and this will eventually be silver or chrome, whatever you want to call it, but we'll just make it a very light gray for now. We say assign. Where's that other sticky? This piece, yeah, that piece over there at the bottom. This piece over here. Plus. Oh, my smoothing is off. Is it off? I don't think it's supposed to be off. I mean, from the render, not in the viewport, yeah, but not on the render. Extremely underwhelming. I wonder if maybe if I make the ball silver, it'll look a bit better. Yeah, I definitely think, okay, I've changed my mind. This microphone is going to look a lot better with stylized or not with the stuff, even if I do a stylized version of the grill. But I'm going to have to go faff about with some materials and things to do that. But I am actually happy with with what I've done tonight in this a short amount of time. I'm laughing because of the phallic nature of this thing that I designed. Okay. But yeah, eventually I want to plug this into a big scene. This wasn't much, but I'm glad that I live streamed. I'm gonna save this. I feel like I must maybe Yeah, let's just do one more thing before I run off into the darkness. I want to see if I can find some other 3D scene. But it's been 1 hour already. I think maybe next time. There'll always be a next time. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. Um, have a good Friday, and yeah, yeah. I keep thinking that I've got a massive following, but there's like only a few people watching. So I want to say things that are like, yeah, like, share, and subscribe, blah blah. But it's just like the normal stuff, you know. My website isn't in the best position now, but yeah, you can go have a look. You should still be able to find it if you go to objectsmedia.com. Go have a look around. Go to the Gumroad shop. It will be you will be able to find that on the Objects Media website. Follow if you find this somewhere else. Follow the Instagram account. That's where I am the most. Um, TikTok, I'm trying to do more things on, and obviously this is YouTube, so subscribe or tell people to subscribe. I promise the live streams will get a bit more exciting eventually, but for now, here's a very mediocre microphone.